Today's episode is brought to you by Quantified Performance. Do you like to shoot? You looking for a place to hang out with other great shooters and share your results with them? Well, Quantified Performance is a place for you. Quantified Performance is focused on building a community of people that use their firearms and strive for high performance. A community that includes businesses who make quality firearms, optics, ammunition, and support equipment. Quantified Performance allows the opportunity for the dialogue between you and those companies to demonstrate that performance. Quantified Performance hosts events and matches at premier range facilities that allow for extreme ranges in a safe and controlled manner. Quantified Performance has a paid membership group with an annual membership of $12. This fee is to ensure people inside the group have a small investment in making the community better. More details are on the Quantified Performance LLC Facebook page. They're also on Instagram and Patreon. Quantified Performance, connecting customers of value with companies of prominence. Shoot far, shoot fast. Quantified Performance.
We love, we fight, defend with all our might. We train, we play, level for favor back,
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 30 of the Daddy Brigade podcast. I'm Keith the Bearded Tank.
I'm Zack the Tactical Gnome, and tonight's episode is Buy Once, Don't Be Like Me, Cry Once.
Yup, poor Zacky.
And, yeah. So, basically, what happened, and this is going to be kind of an ongoing couple of tidbits until we get it resolved. As some of you know, me and Keith are going to be shooting, hopefully, as long as we get our applications in time, for the
Valentine's
Quantified
Day opens it up.
Yeah, I know. Quantified Performance shoot in September. As long as my luck, I'll be at work and I won't get it. Like, I won't see the email or anything.
Yeah.
That'll be my luck. Anyways, me and Keith are going to be shooting the September match of Quantified Performance down at the Weekend in the Arena down in Georgia. So, I've been messing with my rifle, checking things out, and I had put some glass on it right a little bit after Thanksgiving. Went out with a friend of mine and was sighting in the glass. And I'd been having this lovely problem of, at the end of a magazine, after the last round's fired, the bolt would go home on an empty chamber, on an empty magazine. And I'm like, okay, something's not right. So recently I just got added to a private group on Facebook, which is tied to the School of the American Rifle. And so asked that question on there. A lot of people said take some pictures. Took some, said, okay, once I get home tonight after work, I'll take some pictures. So got home, took some pictures. In the process of taking pictures, I started noticing some things. And how did Tanya put it? She knew something was wrong when she could hear me upstairs, like under my breath, but loud enough, going, motherfucker. Yeah. So, upon investigation of my gun, a little background is I have a little bit of a Franken gun. I have a spikes lower. That's completely, it was a spiked strip lower, but it has a spikes trigger group in it. It has a BCM buffer tube, buffer spring, mag pull furniture, phase 5, extended bolt release. I always thought maybe it was the extended bolt release, but couldn't
Did
really
you have a
tell.
bad lever on there before?
I had a bad lever on there originally. I took it off with the phase 5 because it was a 1-piece. The bad lever is a 2-piece, which I still have the bad lever. you want to put it on yours.
Maybe.
But so, haven't really had haven't put a lot of rounds through this upper, and a lot of people are like, man, that's why not so many rounds? Well, I only put about maybe 100 rounds through this upper in total since I've had it for about a year and a half, because I was having this issue and I didn't want to damage it. I didn't want to run into issues if I was doing something, and didn't want to harm the upper. So I haven't put a whole lot of rounds through it. So when I tore it all apart, I found a couple things wrong, and the upper was a complete assembled upper by I don't know, should I name the company or should I?
Yeah, I mean, it's
okay.
They're working with you to try and resolve it, so it's not like it's...
Yeah, they're gonna work with me, hopefully. But the upper was completely assembled upper by Black Rain Ordnance, and I had contacted them after I assembled the gun completely. So basically, took the upper and mounted it to my lower, and was having these issues back about 6 months after I bought it. I took some video, emailed them, never heard a response back. The issue persisted, and then just kind of life got in the way, and I'd been shooting pistol more than rifle. And then basically, now that I've wanted to go shoot it again, now I'm running into these issues again. So I contacted them after I sent a bunch of pictures to everybody on this group. Why do you have a little droid?
Why not?
Because
it's on my desk.
Anyways, thanks for distracting me. So I basically sent some pictures over and was told that it's either a headspace issue, an overpressure issue, or it's one of three issues, basically. But basically, something's out of spec causing an overpressure, which is causing a headspace issue, as one of my other friends told me. And whether that's true or not, I don't know. All I know is my gas tube is, the end of my gas tube is smashed, flared out. My bolt carrier group is cracked. My bolt has a decent sized chunk, chip, whatever, out of the tooth. The barrel
around the pinhole.
Huh?
And there's a lot of erosion around the pinhole too.
Yeah. There's a shitload of carbon built up for only 100 rounds, and burn marks on by the gas tube, powder burn marks. Let's see. The buffer is marred up. I think it broke the top of the D10 off. That's why it got marred up. I'm not 100% sure. The barrel extension. The marks on the barrel extension and possibly some small cracks. We're not 100% sure yet. So, with all that being said, the holidays come about while I was in the middle of finding all this. And so I waited, contacted Black Rain the Friday after Christmas.
Yeah.
It was. Didn't hear anything. So Monday after Christmas, or was it the Monday? No. When was New Year's? This past week, right?
Yeah. Because today.
Yeah, okay. So Monday after Christmas, I contacted them via phone and got in touch with somebody who told me go ahead and resend the email directly to her. So I did, she had somebody contact me later that day, and by let's see, that was at like about 9:30, 10 o'clock. By 1 o'clock, I had a shipping label to send my receiver back.
Nice.
They want me to send it in, and they're going to inspect it and see if they're able to fix it or not. I've talked to some people, and I've heard a lot of negative now come out about Black Ring within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not the only person to have this problem, and I'm not bashing per se. What I'm telling you all this, and saying all this because a lot of this could have been alleviated by several things. One thing I'm learning by being on this one group that's tied to SOTAR. If you don't know what SOTAR is, again, it's School of the American Rifle. The guy that runs that is just an awesome dude.
Instructor Chad!
Eventually I would like to have him on. Like, I really want to have him on. So, Chad, if you're listening to this, I really would love to have you on the podcast sometime. But basically what happened was I was in a hurry to get the rifle done. I found a good deal during Black Friday for what I was told was a decent company. And I thought they were a decent company, so I bought a complete upper off. That upper at the time was for a decent price, so I thought was $700. Now I'm kind of kicking myself because there's other companies out there that I can buy a better upper, Sons of Liberty Gun Works, for like $100 to $150 more. So the reason I say buy once, cry once is buy quality shit.
Hey, are you
learning the
my
hard way.
poverty pony?
We'll get to that. Just 1 minute. Let me get to that. Yes, I know not everybody can fork out Knight's money or fork out Hodge's money or fork out, Sons of Liberty money or, BCM money or Daniel Defense money or, shoot, I won't even get into the pistol side.
Right.
I can't shell out that kind of money. I don't have that money. But you can save to do that, which is what I'm going to eventually do anyways, because I will end up with a Knight's gun, I'll end up with a Knight's gun. I want a Knight's gun. I don't think my wife is going to like me, but I'll still end up with a Knight's gun. I'm not a Knight's fanboy, am I?
No, not at all.
Just that one gun.
Yep.
That one $23,000 gun. That's not the one I'm buying, though, folks. But anyways.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, but also inspect your stuff.
Yep.
I should have had... Basically, when I got this gun, I had never built an AR at that point in time. Friend showed me how to do it. It's very simple. And I should have gauged everything on that gun.
Yeah, watching some of Instructor Chad's videos, I can think of a lot of money to be spent on tools that I should have bought.
Well, and that's the thing. I'm going to be buying gauges, like the go, no-go gauges for pretty much everything. And some punches and some other stuff because of what, not only because of for myself, but for what you and me are working on in the future getting, that will help. Because then we won't have to spend so goddamn much money on tools too.
Yep.
Besides just, a piece of paper. So now I'm kind of at crossroads where, okay, I send it back. They fix it. I get it back. How do I trust them? Do I give them a second shot? Or do I basically take that upper and sell it as soon as it comes back? Keith, want to buy an upper?
No, not right now.
Um,
I need a lower to go with it.
I'll sell you the whole gun. I'll just start over.
That's all. That's kind of where I'm looking. If I'm debating on building a new one and letting the wife have the one that I've currently got and building a better one, building a different one. It's not a poverty pony.
Before September?
I don't know about that, but I mean, if I win the lottery, maybe.
We got to get something done for September. I can't let you go down there with a poverty pony.
Why not? It shoots.
Anyways.
It does the job.
So if everybody's wondering what the poverty pony is, you know what? I'm not going to make fun of you about it. I'm going to just leave
I'll
that
tell
alone.
you what a poverty pony is.
It says the poverty pony.
Wow, I almost fall over.
Give him a second. He's
I'm right
falling
here.
down here.
I had to. She's clear. Right there.
Can't see it.
The pony.
There it is.
See the pony? And Anderson.
Is that his mil-spec one, though?
Yeah.
That might not be as bad.
It's not bad.
Well, no, because I'm not saying mil-spec. There was two different versions. They had made a mil-spec lower and then, like, something else, and they looked the same, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this one's mil-spec. It says AM15. Right there.
I don't know. I'll have to ask my guy at work. He knows because he has one. But anyways, so I'm going to be buying Keith a lower, whether he likes it or not.
Oh.
Now, I can't legally buy it for him, so I'm going to get him a gift card for a lower. But anyways, it all goes back to buy once, cry once. Don't cheap out on parts. And I'm finding that out the hard way. Because, like I said, I get their upper and lower back, or get my upper back from them. Do I trust them again? Do I put it on my gun? Because everybody I've talked to that were friends with Keith said pretty much how bad it was is I was holding a freaking bomb in my hands.
Uh-oh.
Like, everybody that's seen the pictures said, yeah, it was a few shots away from going boom.
Yikes.
So, do I start over? Do I take that upper and sell it? Do I chuck that upper in the safe and build a new one? Do I tear that upper apart when I get it back, take the barrel out, take the bolt out, put, a Sun's barrel on there and Sun's bolt, or a Faxon barrel and Faxon bolt, or a Faxon barrel and a Sun's bolt, or spend a bunch of money and put a Knight's barrel on it, and then...
Yeah, I mean...
I'm at that because how do I... My thing is how do I trust a company that was supposed to check all this? Something slipped through, and I understand QC happens. Things are going to slip through, especially if they batch test. So I'm not holding them 100, I'm not saying that they're a terrible company. You know, they're not like High Point. Which High Point, I'm not going to, because I don't want to badmouth somebody. But shit happened, and now I'm basically out without a rifle currently. And, you know, my dad gifted me some money for Christmas to help me alleviate the cost of my rounds for this match.
Right.
For rounds and stuff. And now that money is going to have to be used to either buy a new bolt and barrel or put towards a whole new upper, or I don't know right now. So I've been salty, and you can ask Keith. I've been kind of salty the last 2 weeks.
He's been pretty salty since Christmas.
Yeah. And I'm not happy about it. I mean, there's nothing I can change about it. But that's why I really think people should do their homework, invest in quality products, and, you know, stuff that you know has a good backing behind it. Like, you know, I keep throwing it out there. So, like, Knights and Sons, and, you know, these are companies that I know are high quality. What was it? What was the gun that Ash told us? They put, like, how many thousand rounds through the gun?
Oh, I don't even remember which one he was talking about.
Like, it's the SR-25, but, like, what did they say? Like, 3,000 rounds or something like that? Or
probably more like 30,000.
I don't know. Ash, if you you can comment on this if you happen to see this one later. But, yeah, I mean, the amount of ammo he said that they put through a couple of, I think there was like 5 guys shooting. Yeah, it was like 30,000 rounds.
Yeah, it was like 30,000 in a weekend.
Yeah, in a weekend. And, okay. Or, you know, I know Sons of Liberty has a high round count on their barrels. You know, I shouldn't be having these problems with 100 rounds through a barrel. And should not be destroying a bolt. Again, could have been a bad batch. Sure. Could have been something. Sure. Is it something that I did? I personally don't think so, because I am using Federal 100 and, you know, the XM 193s or the, so basically I'm using Federal 55 grains, the American Eagle 55 grains, or the Federal American Eagle 62 grains. That's all I use. Run match ammo. I don't run hand loads yet. That was the thing. Like, that's why the money was going to be for custom hand loads. But I don't run any of that. It's, you know, like I said, I don't even think there's 100 rounds through it, honestly. I think I'm closer to like 80 than 100.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I put 80 rounds through in one weekend for mine. But, I mean, it's hard to lose count, but you really haven't put hardly any rounds through that. I mean, you've done the sighting into the your Strike Eagle, and not much.
That was only like rounds. I think we had it sighted in 10 rounds.
Yeah, and you've only put a mag or two other than that through it.
Yeah. Yeah. All I know is I'm upset with it, and so it's going to go back. And today I was sitting here debating about sending it back. And debating about, you know, just tearing it apart, salvaging the upper receiver and the handguard, well, free float, rail, and then just barrel, gas block, gas tube, bolt, everything, just take it out, junk it, and put new shit in. Because that's kind of where I'm at. I don't want to be without a rifle, but at the same time, it's like...
That's if they can fix that one and send it back. They may have to replace it with another one, because didn't you say that they don't make that upper anymore?
From checking on their website, I don't believe that upper is available anymore. So... But yeah, folks, make sure you do your homework and don't be cheap. Don't buy a poverty pony.
Hey, now. And if you do build your own, buy the tools to check that stuff before you put any rounds through it.
Yeah,
like me,
because I was relying on a company that basically said that all of the QC, QA, all that stuff, whatever you want to call it, was done. And I don't think it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some companies do batch, so they pull 1 or 2 out of 10, every 10th one or so, and they don't actually check every one. So, I mean, it's really hard to say. I mean, you might have gotten 1 in 100,000 that was a dud, that that had something wrong with it. I mean, it's really can't really put it all on the company. I mean, you can, but you can't.
And that's the thing. Like I said, I don't want to bash them because I know there's other companies. There's other companies out there that have problems. But
everybody's going to run into a problem with any company at some point or another. There's going to be something. It just all depends on how they handle the resolution of that issue.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of a little bummed, a little bit pissed. And hopefully not out a shitload of money.
Yeah. I mean, I would say see how it comes back and go from there. I mean, check it out. It depends. If they fix it and replace all those parts on it, I would look into, I don't even know any local Smiths around here. I mean, because I know I don't have all of those tools, but check all the specs, the headspace, everything. I mean, I
may just pick up a set of gauges before.
Yeah.
I've been looking at gauges and shit online. I may just order some gauges.
Yeah, and just check everything and before you put it back together and take it out to put some rounds through it. Check everything, make sure it's all copacetic there before you that. I mean, if
anything, I'll hit up Chad and see if I can just send it to him real quick.
Yeah.
Be like, here, I'll write you this so you can check it real quick.
Right. Where's he even located? Do you know?
Maryland.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember where he was.
As far as I know, yeah, Maryland. So, I ain't got much more, man. I'm a little bit tired. You're still fighting
yeah.
pink eye.
It's been fun. Been super fun. I haven't been even. My father-in-law's even been like, "Don't come to work because I don't want to get sick."
I mean, I don't know. How long have we been going?
I don't even know. Somewhere short, just shy of an hour. I'm just recording the video and then putting that. I can transfer the audio from the video into the Audacity instead of trying to record all wonky. So.
Yeah, it doesn't even say, like... Hold on. I'm just trying to see here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how that works.
It's been a half hour, 45 minutes or so. As you guys heard at the beginning, Today's episode was brought to you by Quantified Performance. It's a great company, great group. I mean, $1 a month through Patreon, or 12 months or $12.
That's at the minimum.
Yeah, that's the minimum. I mean, they have $1, $5, $10. I think it was.
I think it goes 1, 5, 10, 20. I think it's up to 20. Or 1. Maybe there is no 5. I think it's, or no, maybe there's no 10.
There is a 5.
Maybe it's 1. I think it's 1, 5, 15, 20, something like that. But anyways, folks, check them out. Absolute great company. And it's cool to be part of the members group. Once you get into that, you'll get added to the private members group on Facebook. You'll get added to the Patreon. And there is a shit ton of information.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a $1, which is your basic. It's $1 a month through Patreon that gets you into the members group. Then there's a $10 called the education tier, and $15, which is all access. I mean, that's not even a lot of money. I mean, Zack and I both do the $1 basic right now. I am looking to upgrade at some point here in the near future to the education tier, but we'll see. Yeah. I mean, just for the $1 alone in the performance or the Quantified Performance members group, I mean, there's so much information that's shared back and forth. It's crazy. I mean, it is well worth $1 a month. I mean,
yeah, I've quite a bit. I downloaded the Ballistics X app that everybody talks about. If you guys are looking for a good app that will help you with, ballistics calculating and stuff like that. My brain isn't.
Yeah, and it lets you take a picture of your shot group and it measures it out for you.
Yes, it's $7.99.
One-time purchase, $7.99.
It's the price of a pack of smokes or a double cheeseburger value meal or a stupid caramel macchiato venti fucking foo-foo bullshit Starbucks drink.
Yep.
Or whatever the hell it is that you drink. It's $7.99. Another company to check out, not to cut you off, Keith, but Manus Tech. Me and Keith have been using the Manus X10 now for a couple months.
Yep, a couple months now.
Keith is definitely kicking my ass. I've been slouching, slacking, sucking. I got 3 F's. Slouching, slacking, and sucking. But I've also been super busy. I just recently bought a house. So I don't have to move. It's just I just purchased the house that I was living in. So I've been kind of preoccupied on my days off dealing with...
Audio just went wackadoo.
Did it?
Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I don't know. Is that better?
Yeah, there we go. That's better.
Anyways, like I said, I just bought a house, so I've been preoccupied with that.
Signing your life away on 572 different pages.
It was only 100. I have not signed my initials nor my full name, and by full name I mean my full name.
Yep.
That much since kindergarten. I don't even think I signed it that much when I bought a car.
Nope.
But yeah. Unfortunately, I was not allowed to use my pen that Opie and the Smokies and
Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell, thank you. Liberty Bell Firearms made. It had to be blue ink. The pen was black ink, and I could not find a pen to steal a blue ink out of to put in my pen.
That sucks.
So, but it was there with me. I took it with me. Unfortunately, we had to kind of hurry the process along because I had to be at work, and my the other party had to also be at work. So I couldn't take any pictures with the pen and the paperwork like I wanted to even.
Nice.
But it happens. But it was there with me, Josh. If you don't believe me, you can ask my wife. I did take it. I was very bummed that I couldn't use the pen. So that is why I told you all of that, just to say Keith has been killing me on this whole Manasap. I also recently, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's can you see it? Okay, is it still there?
Not really. I mean, a little bit, but
Okay. Well, anyways, I took my knife that I got for a Christmas present, went to give it to my mom to open a box, and it didn't lock the blade, so I went to lock the blade out again. And when I did, the blade rolled right across the knuckle of my middle knuckle of my trigger finger.
so you're like, hey,
And
look
letting-
at my knuckle.
No, not my middle finger, my regular trigger finger. So it's the middle knuckle, though. It's the
Ouch.
middle knuckle. So right where the finger bends
Yeah.
for, like, you use it for your trigger. Yeah. So it's been healing. It sucks. And for, like, a week after I was trying to do the Manus, and, like, it would just start bleeding.
That's
And then it finally healed, and now it feels like I bruised it somehow. I was afraid, like, I cut tendons and shit. It still hurts to bend it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I didn't cut that deep because I can still move it.
Again.
Anyways. You there?
Yeah, your audio is fishbowling again, though. It's really weird.
Maybe move my phone away.
No, it has nothing to do with the movement of your phone. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Anyways. So, check out Manus Tech. Check out the X10. Also, check out our dude, Ash's company at Quantified Performance.
Yep. And if you do join, make sure you tell them that the Daddy Brigade sent you.
Yes. Also, let's see. Oh, this Saturday. Yes, this Saturday. You better be feeling better.
Why? What's this Saturday?
This Saturday's the 11th.
My brain's spacing. What's the 11th?
Warfighter.
What?
Warfighter Tobacco.
Oh, yeah, Warfighter. Yeah.
Okay. Since Keith is completely oblivious.
Wow, I put it in my calendar.
This Saturday, we will be doing an interview with Warfighter Tobacco. That one will be posted, the following Monday?
Yeah.
So the 13th.
Yep.
Yes. So we'll be doing an interview with them. We have contacts out with Sons of Liberty, Nemo Arms, who else?
Oh.
If any of you guys know anybody in these companies or want to hear from companies, email them, say, hey, you guys should do a podcast with the Daddy Brigade podcast. We're trying to get some more companies. Our friend Tyler is doing big things with his podcast, but we're going to get in contact with a couple companies that he's friends with, and probably be doing stuff with them. So, like I said earlier, 2020 is going to be a big year for us. And Keith's either going to kill me or we're going to have a good time doing it. One of the two. I'm voting for
Or
Keith
both.
Yeah, or both. But with that, I don't have much to say.
Nope.
Else. I've talked this whole episode.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a week. I worked Monday. And that was it. Oh, and then I did work yesterday a little bit, but
If you remember last year, our first episode that we did after the holidays was kind of like this too.
yeah. Yep. We keep an ear out. We got SHOT shows coming up. We're gonna have a lot of well, your audio keeps going in and out and all over the place.
Okay, here. Is that better?
No. I'm telling you, it's not where it's at. I don't know if it's your phone or what, but the audio every once in a while goes fishbowl.
Is that better?
No.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
Yep. But yeah, well, SHOT Show's coming up later this month. We unfortunately didn't get to go this year because we didn't quite meet all the credentials. But we will still be covering it.
Credentials we didn't meet.
What?
You never did tell me about what credentials we didn't meet.
Oh, I'll tell you after. So, yeah, we'll still be doing our coverage from good old frosty Ohio of SHOT Show in the nice and warm Las Vegas desert.
But we have friends there this year, so
Yeah, so we'll definitely get some good updates for you.
5150 Rifles. We'll be talking about them again this year.
Okay.
I mentioned that they will be. They're going to be sending us some pictures of their guns in a couple different booths.
Sweet.
But yeah, 5150 Rifles. We'll be talking to them. Hopefully after SHOT sometime.
Yep.
But we'll be talking about them for our SHOT show. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm tapped out for the night.
Yep, I feel you. So, yeah, just give Quantified Performance a check out, and if you think $1 a month is worth it, go for it. I mean, it's definitely, in my opinion, worth $1. I mean, I told my wife, I said, "Hey, I'm spending $1 for this." She goes, "Okay, I spend $1 for my Sims mods." She gives $1 to a Patreon so that she has mods and stuff for her Sims games. She's like, "Oh, okay, it's only $1." I'm like, exactly, it's only $1. I mean, you pay $1, you get in the group, and the information you get from it is unbelievable. It's worth way more than $1. I mean, because you'll get in there, and people, you go out to the range, you shoot, you take pictures of your targets and stuff, and be like, these are my loads, these are the drills, this is the outcome. I mean, just the information to be like, oh, okay, so you could go try and share your results, and if you're showing something completely different, you'd be like, oh, well, what did you do different than I did? I mean, the community in and of itself is way more than $1 worth. And if you
Plus
do,
the match.
Yeah, plus, the matches, the weekend at the arena gets released in the members group before it gets released to the public. And from what
It normally sells out in the members group.
It sells out in the members group usually. So it's well worth it. Spend the $1 a month through, patreon.com/quantified performance. It's $1 a month.
We have a Patreon too.
Yes, we do have a Patreon too.
But we got to work on ours.
Yeah, where it's still in the construction phase. But yeah, go spend the $1 on Quantified Performance and make sure you let them know that the Daddy Brigade sent you. I mean, it's well worth it. Just do it. If you like to shoot, you're trying to get, you're wanting to get better, you want somebody to bounce some ideas and some results off of, that's the place to do it. I mean, you got Ash Hess that runs it. I mean, from Knight's Armament. And, I mean, it's just do it, dude. Just do it.
Yep, that's all I got to say. He said pretty much everything.
Yep. So with that, folks, I'm Zack the Tactical Gnome. Keep the bearded tank.
Y'all have a good week. Daddy Brigade Podcast out.